Previously on Shannons Supercar Showdown. Woo! It was the last chance for the rookies to make it into the all-important semi-final.
Wobble.
Craig and Tim continued their winning ways and booked their places. Mark named Dan his captain's choice, but there was controversy and emotion when British import Adrian missed out.
I'm gutted for you. It kills me.
Despite being on the bottom of the points tally for Team Davison, it was 17-year-old Todd who got Will's vote. Can the teenager justify his captain's belief in this pressure cooker semi-final of the Shannons Supercar Showdown? It's the morning of the semi-final, and at Brit's base camp, our rookies are doing their best to relax.
I'm a little bit nervous, I will admit. You know, when you're running, you can just clear your head a little bit.
While Tim pounds the pavement, Craig is calling home for some last-minute motivation.
Today I'm in the semi-final.
Oh, excellent, Daddy.
My 4-year-old boy Samuel's full of advice.
Speed off.
Speed off. Okay, I'll speed.
Fast.
In the fast pedal. He said, I've got to win and put the fast pedal down. So if I can do that, I reckon I'll be okay today.
See ya, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Next door, our youngest rookie, Todd, can't seem to shake the nerves.
Tossed and turned a lot last night, just thinking about what we're going to be doing today.
Dan thinks a nice cuppa might help.
Yeah, Dan's a bit of a sweetheart, so I thought I'd do a return and make him a, bit of Vegemite on toast.
I have to say the Vegemite wasn't very nice at all.
Oh, wow, yeah. No.
Not good?
It will be my first and last experience of Vegemite.
Congratulations, you've made it through to the final four of the Shannons Supercar Showdown. Guys, the prize is literally within reach. A testing contract with FPR and a V8 Supercar drive under Shannons colours at a Dunlop Series event.
Today will be your biggest challenge yet. Under wraps is a V8 Supercar prepared by Ford Performance Racing.
Captains, do the honours.
Hope you're ready.
Oh, we're ready.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Super pumped. First time being a V8 Supercar, so a bit of a dream come true. Can't wait.
All right, guys, that's enough drooling. It's time to take this car to Calder Park Raceway and put you all through your paces. Let's go.
Good luck, guys.
The V8 Supercar has arrived at the Calder track. 4 semi-finalists, 1 prize that money cannot buy. The future for these Castrol Edge rookies is about to be decided. But first, let's take a look at just how they made it here. Experienced Formula 3 star Tim Macro cleaned up in the showdown, winning 4 of the 7 points challenges.
Mate, he is looking really good.
Well, with my experience, hopefully I got in their head a little bit and sort of, mess with their mind a little bit.
It's been a much more stressful journey for teenage Ford fanatic Todd Hazelwood. He started on the bottom on week 1.
No, he's messed up there.
You're not meant to reverse in.
And was still behind on points at the end of week 6.
Watch what you're doing.
His captain's choice selection is controversial,
It's you, Todd.
but Will is convinced the 17-year-old has the talent and the attitude.
At the end of the day, I know what I'm looking for, and although he was actually 4th on the points score in my group, I thought he was equal best as an actual racing car driver on the track. That's why I've put him through.
It was also a steep learning curve for the other captain's choice, Dan Camish. As expected, the British Formula Ford champion dominated in the open wheeler event.
He looks really good.
But he'd never driven a heavy tin top before. And these were the extreme conditions for his debut V8 drive.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it was definitely worth making the trip. You know, regardless of what happens from now, it's been an amazing experience and I've learned so much.
It's all right, mate. Good job.
Our eldest rookie, V8 Ute racer Craig Dontis, was out of his comfort zone in the go-kart challenge.
I'm getting older, I don't want to break bones, so I rolled around like an old grandpa.
But during the showdown, the 33-year-old set the benchmark, winning 5 out of 7 points challenges, showing the kids just how it's done.
Experience goes a long way to getting results.
Again, Craig.
Craig! Talent versus passion versus knowledge. 4 massively talented guys, and they earned their position and they deserve to be in this final.
In the semi-final, our rookies will race against the clock. The 2 drivers with the fastest aggregate lap times will go through to the grand final.
It's serious business now. It's a huge opportunity and there's a big prize at the end. So let's see how they go when we throw them the keys.
The first driver to hit the track is Craig.
All right, mate. You've been the benchmark so far, so good luck, mate.
Cool, thank you.
But Craig's past dominance counts for nothing now.
This is it. All right, on it.
Will he
on
make
it.
the finals? Will Craig make it?
The V8 Ute racer has only 5 laps to prove he's worthy of being in the final. Will his experience give him the upper hand?
Because I'm the only guy driving a tin top, and to me, knowing a big, heavy V8, and I feel I've got that edge on the other guys in this competition.
He looks like he's been doing this for years. He's so comfortable.
He does look at home straight away.
Craig's first 4 laps have been impressive, when suddenly, turn 1 claims its first victim. Up next, is the dream over for one of our rookies?
Oh no, mate, you've thrown it away.
And would you like the chance to win this magnificent Ford Falcon XR6 Ute? We'll tell you how later in the show. It's all thanks to Shannons. In the battle to make it through to the Shannons Supercar Showdown Grand Final, Craig has pushed too hard going into turn 1.
No, he's all right. He's good. He's good. Oh.
But like a true professional, he gets on with the job.
The thing is, he got it unlocked when it locked.
Yeah, that's tough.
Which was good.
Really tough to do.
Craig has just one more lap to pick up speed and make sure he clocks a winning time.
I mean, he's done one mistake, a little lock brake, that's about it, so he's done a really good job.
Team captain Mark Winterbottom is confident the 33-year-old has done enough.
Team Frosty, we're going to the finals. We're going to the finals. Come on, Craig. I think you could stick Craig in one of our cars now. He's just ticked off every box that we'd asked for, so put him in tomorrow, he'd be able to do the job.
Not get ahead of myself at the moment, but I want to be there for the grand final.
After such a solid performance from Craig, the pressure is now on Captain's Choice recipient Dan.
Can't see a thing.
Dan is incredibly nervous. He's only ever driven a Formula Ford before, so you can imagine 650 horsepower. He can't see out the window. He is absolutely packing it right now.
Come on, Dan.
Dan came into the competition as a bona fide superstar.
So far, I've had 14 pole positions and 15 wins from the first 15 races, so I'm having a very good year this year.
Can he continue his winning streak, or will the unfamiliar machinery bring him undone?
Not as smooth as Craig, but he's definitely got more aggression.
On his second lap, Dan locks a wheel going into turn 1.
Oh, he's off! No, he's kept it on. He's kept it on.
and then does it again at the very same corner on his next lap.
Oh, he'll be down at the laundromat tonight. New pair of jocks for Dan.
After 2 massive errors, Dan needs to make up a lot of time if he has any chance of making it to the grand final.
Come on, Dan. On the line. Bring it home, come on.
Whoa. It's your last lap, Dan. Just pull it down and bring it back in. Cheers, guys. Hell of a machine.
Yeah, so a bit of a lock-up into turn 1. Wasn't too bad in the end, at least it shows I was trying. Bit of a lingering smell of burning rubber for half a lap or so, but other than that, no, it's all good.
Team Davison rookie Todd is up next. He knows he must produce the driving performance of his lifetime to stay in the competition.
Good luck. Enjoy it.
I will. Thank you.
Knowing that was Will's captain's choice, I was going to do everything that I could to not let him down.
Come on, Todd. This is everything. This is a huge opportunity right now.
Knowing that, I'm driving a car that's worth over $1 million, it certainly plays on your mind, so really got to knuckle down and do my best job.
Despite his nerves, the kid is nailing it.
This is an absolute dream come true for Todd, like something he's focused on is being in V8 Supercars, and now he's got his chance.
And I think he's going to show why you put him through. He's a great young kid.
Not only are the captains looking for a driver with good racecraft, they want a rookie who can bring back the car in one piece. Todd, more than anybody, understands how difficult it is to find the money to go racing.
Ever since I was probably 10, my mum would take me away to race meetings when my dad would work and earn the money. It's always hard to keep your head above the water, and it takes a big toll on your family as well. And, you're sitting in a house that sometimes you're taking money out of and just to go racing, so you always feel a bit guilty. But then when you start getting race wins and you start getting recognised, and it all becomes worth it again.
That's the best RPM run down the hill.
Really good.
Close to the limiter then.
That's looking quite good, isn't it?
He's on it.
He's on it.
This is Todd's last lap, and he's pushing the supercar to its limits.
That's why I put him through for the captain's choice. I just sat next to him and he drives really, really good.
This is it. This is his final chance.
Yeah. He cannot blow it.
Oh, he's off! He's off! Oh, Todd!
Oh, no, mate. You've thrown it away.
Not everyone can be as lucky as our winning rookie and get to drive one of these amazing V8 Supercars.
But how would you like to hit pole position for a chance to win your very own Falcon XR6 ute, valued over $41,000 thanks to Shannons Insurance?
Yes, boys, that's right. One lucky viewer is about to enjoy a fantastic ride. This Ford Falcon XR6 Ute features 18-inch alloys, sports suspension, sports seats, ABS brakes, plus integrated iPod and Bluetooth connectivity. All powered by a 4-litre double overhead cam engine and a 6-speed auto transmission. If that's not enough, we're also giving you 12 months of Shannons Insurance. To get behind the wheel of our XR6 Sports Ute, head to the website shannonsupercarshowdown.com.au and follow the steps to enter.
This amazing prize is all thanks to Shannons Insurance.
Good luck.
In the Shannons Supercar Showdown semi-final at Calder Park Raceway,
He's off! He's off!
17-year-old Todd has just run off the track.
Oh, Todd!
Todd's just locked a wheel and gone off at turn 1. And I'm thinking, oh, no, mate, you've thrown it away.
But there's confusion.
Is that his last lap?
Did the teenager finish his last flying lap, or has Todd just blown his chances of getting into the final?
I think that's after the flag,
I reckon it could be after the flag. Let's hope for him he got the checkered flag then.
A quick call to the engineer confirms that Todd's hopes are still alive.
Sure enough, we found out he'd just passed the checkered flag. Fortunately for him, it didn't cost him.
I went into turn one, thinking I had another lap, and then the engineer on the radio said, "This is your slowdown lap, slow down." And just as I've turned in, I've heard it, and it's kind of just unsettled me, and I've run off the track. So thank God it wasn't a time lap.
Right? Good job, mate.
Good job.
Yeah, well done, dude. Really good job.
Tim is the final rookie behind the wheel. He's tested in a V8 Supercar before, which should give him an advantage.
My thoughts are there's massive pressure on Tim right now. You know, he's dominated so far. Everyone just expects him to dominate this. So, I tell you, he's got pressure on him right now.
Each rookie will complete 5 laps and all of them will count. The 2 fastest aggregate times will win. Consistency is the key.
Strategy-wise, there is no strategy. You just got to go out and go as fast as you can and try and keep it on the black stuff at the same time.
At 31 years of age, Tim is a veteran of the sport, but has never made it to the top tier of Australian motor racing.
Been racing since I was about 6 years old, so I've had quite a long motorsport career. I've got the experience and I've still got the skills, so I reckon that's what's going to get me through.
Yeah, that's good.
Good shift.
Yeah.
Good shift.
Tim's fast, but is he pushing the supercar and himself too hard?
Close to the limit of the car. I just feel like something's going to happen.
Oh, that cost him some time. See that?
Coming down near the hairpin, a bit too much brake pressure and a slippery track, and just locked a brake.
Tim manages to recover, but he now has just 2 laps of the course to clock a winning time.
Come on, Tim. He's done an awesome job this whole competition. I reckon this is a pretty impressive run.
That's awesome. The car felt really, really good. I had a lot of fun.
I was actually really happy with my run in the end.
Will and Mark are now analysing the data from each of the rookies' laps.
And that shift to second, like, was awesome. His punch off the last corner was really good.
Outside, it's now an agonising wait for all the drivers.
It's done now, can't change it.
What will be, will be.
We're at the business end of this competition. The data doesn't lie. We can't tolerate anything but speed, and that's what I'm looking for today.
After the break, future's on the line as the captains announce their decisions.
The first person through to the final is...
V8 fans, can't wait till next week for more great action from Shannons Supercar Showdown? Then head to our website for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Plus, find out about your chance to get behind the wheel of this V8 Challenge car at one of our track day experiences. Or win the amazing Ford Falcon XR6 Ute. While you're there, don't forget to check out the Shannons Club, an online community for motoring enthusiasts. All that at shannonsupercarshowdown.com.au.
It's taken a long time to get full throttle.
At Calder Park Raceway, the 2 grand finalists for the Shannons Supercar Showdown are about to be announced.
His first time lap was quicker than anyone else's last lap.
Yeah.
Our quickest one smashed it. Done a really good job. Quickest over the 5 laps, quickest lap. That's an easy one.
But it surprised me.
The debate centres on who will get the 2nd spot in the final.
I've got my opinion and Will's got his opinion. The times are that close, you can't pick it on times pretty much, so you've got to pick it on what you see on the data and who did the best job.
Yeah, we're pretty close to being in the FPR family, and, you know, I've wanted this my whole career, so hopefully it happens.
We could be here for quite a while, I think.
Well, guys, it's been a huge day. For 2 of you, this is where your Shannons Supercar Showdown journey will end. For the other 2, the grand final awaits.
You've all done an incredible job. You should be all really proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
Okay, we're not going to hold you here for much longer. The first person through to the Shannons Supercar Showdown final . It's you, Tim.
Yes.
congratulations. You've been definitely dominant in this championship so far.
Yeah, absolutely stoked. I've done a good job the whole series, I think, so to get into the final, I'm really, really happy.
The next through to our grand final with the fastest time and the fastest average time. It goes to you, Todd.
This is more than a dream come true for me, to be honest. So, yeah, just relieved now that we finally know who's going through to the finals. So, yeah, this is awesome.
Craig, Dan, bad luck today. You did a fantastic job just to get to this point.
Yeah, a bit disappointing not to be going through, but it was always going to be really close. Gutted not to be in the grand final, but there's always another opportunity around the corner.
You won't be leaving here empty-handed. We've got a magnificent Seiko sports watch for each of you to take with you.
All our finalists receive a Seiko Sportura Alarm chronograph watch, valued at $695.
Yeah, I'm seriously disappointed to see my two go home, but incredibly proud of what they did. And I'm sure Dan will go back to England and talk about V8 Supercars. And Craig should go home and be a proud dad. He's done a mega job, and his family will be seriously proud of what he's done.
Tim and Todd, congratulations. You're through to next week's grand final. There's obviously a lot for you to think about, so rest up and be prepared, because next week could change your life forever. We'll see you then.
There was a lot of anticipation, not knowing who was going through, so I'm just over the moon now. Can't wait to get out there and give it another crack and hopefully do okay.
I've been pretty solid through the whole competition, so now I just got to finish it all off.
Next week, we're going to let these guys unleash the V8 Supercar on the full-distance Calder Park circuit. They're going to be getting up to some seriously high speeds. They're going to have to absolutely hang it on the line. They're going to have to be committed. They're going to have to be accurate. They're going to make no mistakes. The guy who's the bravest, does his homework, the most focused, is the one that's going to get the trophy.